All right, how I quote out a tree job. This is how I quote out a tree job. My goal for a two-man crew with chainsaws is $1,500 a day. So that being said, I look at a job and I say, okay, that tree is gonna take my guys 5 hours to do. So if it's gonna take them 5 hours to do, that's a half day. So $750 plus $250 for just a surcharge. You're looking at like $1,000. That's $1,000 tree job. I just quoted a job that's gonna take us anywhere from 4 to 6 hours, so I went with 1,200. You know what I'm saying? 1,200 for that job. I figure that day will be really good because we'll get 1,200 on that job, then we'll go ahead and do another job, hopefully another $1,000 job, so it'll be a $2,200 job, and we'll be good to go. So that's generally the rule of thumb with me, $1,500 a day per two guys. If I'm doing gardening or planting, something that doesn't involve chainsaws, I usually go rule of thumb, $50 per hour per gardener. It's just like I find like the market pays that. You know, if I'm gonna go sell myself for a job, I'm gonna charge $50 an hour. I'm not telling the customer what I'm thinking in my head. I'm not, unless they're really cool. Unless they're really cool, I'll tell them. So if you do the $50 an hour thing, right? $50 an hour for tree removal. $50 an hour times, it's gonna take us 10 hours for a day. So $50 an hour times 10, that's $500 per guy. I pay each guy $250, so it's $250 to me, $250 to them per guy. So keeps everybody happy for gardening. But then when you throw in a chainsaw, so that $50 an hour, I still go on it. $50 an hour per guy, 10 hours, 500, but then I add an extra $250 per guy because you throw in the factor that they're operating a chainsaw. Because that extra $250, because you're paying for somebody's intelligence behind the chainsaw, you're paying for the change, you're paying for the gas, you're paying for the oil, you're paying for everything involved in that bullshit. You're paying for inflation, whatever the fuck. That's how I did it last year anyway, so that's what I'm gonna keep doing this year. I might bump it up instead of like adding $250, maybe I'll add $350 because of gas, because of inflation, because, you know what I mean? I try not to, I really don't, because I don't wanna be that asshole doing that. And I don't like charging upon that, but it's just the power of the dollar right now. It's inflated, so that's why I'm making all these videos about Bitcoin, because Bitcoin is the best thing that to ever happen to fucking humanity ever. So, you know, once everybody gets on it, inflation is, like I said, it's not really going to exist. It's just going to go up. The power of the dollar is just going to go more powerful. It's kind of trippy to think about and hard to fathom, but it's true. That's why I'm offering my customers who want to pay Bitcoin, I'm offering them 10 to 20% off depending on what the price of Bitcoin is when they pay. It's common sense to go with Bitcoin. But anyways, it's a little bit off subject, so I hope I answer your question. So you figure, you could even call it when you're taking down a tree and it takes one guy to do it, you're charging $75 an hour, anywhere from $75 to $150 per hour per guy, depending on the guy's skill. My guys are really fucking skillful. One of them in particular is a fucking Olympian at tree removal. When it comes to like, if you have a bucket truck and shit like that, I don't know, because I don't have a bucket truck. I have a good idea how I would operate that. And yeah, I could make a killing. But the thing is with that, the overhead goes way up. So I either gotta take less of a profit, pay my guys less, or charge the customer way fucking more, which it's your decision what you want to do. I like keeping my overhead way fucking low. I really fucking do. I did this out of necessity because I didn't have any money to start, but then when I started looking at trucks and looking at this and looking at that, I'm like, do I really want to fucking do that? I'm making very good money as is, and it's super simple. I might as well just buy brand new minivans. You know what I mean? Take that money and buy brand new minivans, which I fucked up last year and I didn't do, but this is it. This is business. This is learning. This is growth. You know what I mean? I'm not hard on myself on that. I'm moving the fuck forward because that's what winners do. With that, like, comment, share, and subscribe. Let's fucking go! Whoa!